Good evening and welcome. How is everybody tonight? My name is Martyn Lucas, voted World Piano Man, a former Phantom and professional YouTuber. It's great to be here. Tonight is going to be a great show. We have shows 5, 6 and 7 nights of the week, fundraisers, chat shows. Tonight though, we're talking to a very special mate of mine. I met him on NTI, Networking Today International, a great organisation that led me to this guy. In fact, I've met some really good people through that organisation. And tonight, one of those guests, one of those friends I've made is my guest here, my star guest on the show. Tonight, we're talking about Bank of England Mortgage. But as you know by now, if you've watched the show, it's a variety show. It's musical. It's going out to the world. So we start off the show, as always, by telling you, don't forget, subscribe and ring the bell. Turn the notification bell to all. So important. It's so important, in fact, I like doing it twice. You ready? Click subscribe and ring the notification bell. Set it to all. So important. That way you can chat live with me and Bert in the chat, and you'll be notified of other great events we've got coming up. But right now, though, we always start the show with the theme tune. We got our own little theme tune now, folks. You ready? Here we go. All right. Welcome to the Martyn Lucas Show. We bring you all kinds of chatter that we bring you the people that you want to know at the Martyn Lucas Show. Oh, welcome to the Martyn Lucas Show. We bring you all kinds of chatter that we bring you the people that you want to know at the Martyn Lucas Show. Show. We bring you all kinds of chatter that we bring you the people that you want to know at the Martyn Lucas Show. Oh yes. It's great to be here tonight. We got some great guests with me, a great guest with me, Bert Burgett from the Bank of England Mortgage. I'm so excited. We're going to learn stuff I've always wanted to know. Right, let's go right to the live chat. Jennifer Burgett, thanks, Dad. Ah, there we go. Brad Burgett, hello, Dad. Leah, my moderator tonight, thank you so much indeed. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Zip and Brad. Beth says, hi, Brad. Brad says, hi, Beth. Are you trying to have a laugh with me here? Bert said, hi. That's complicated. Hi, Brad. How are you feeling today? Steve Reed Ministries. My mate Steve Reed's here. He was on the show. We had a great show with Steve the other day, and his video is continuing to grow. Steve, it's great to have you here as a guest. Absolutely great. Thank you so much indeed. Right, tonight is going to be great. Bert is a great guest. He's got some great stuff to tell you. Plus, why he's my favourite guy is because he sent me the coolest, and I mean the coolest songs requested tonight. You ready? We're going to start off with this one. Here we go. These are all Bert songs. Oh. Here come all lots of people, moving up slowly. He got Juju Wobble, he won early roller. He got him down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. Oh yeah. Come together right now over me. Hip-hop production, he got 'cause it's so hard to please. Come together right now. Ooh, yeah. All for me. All for me. All right, Come Together, of course, the Beatles, absolutely great. I love singing that song, and that was a special request tonight for my mate Bert Burgett. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, he's waiting in the green room. Let me move to the other part of the studio and bring him in, shall I? Okay, coming over here. Okay, Bert, I'm coming back to you again now, my friend. Are you ready? I'm going to unmute you now, Bert. He's looking at the other screen. Bert, are you looking at me? I'm talking to you now, Bert. Here we go. I'm going to unmute him right now. And
that song, and that was special.
Oh, turn your volume down. There you go. You got it spot on. Just as I came in there, you turned it down. Absolutely great. How are you, Bert?
I'm doing fine tonight, Martin. How are you? I love that song. It reminds me of like high school.
Let me just press this button here. There he is. There's Bert Burgett, everybody. Give a big virtual round of applause to my mate Bert Burgett. Give us a wave, Bert. Absolutely great. Good to have you, mate. You're looking great tonight. I love the camera. I love the backdrop. I got some competition now. Up to now, I've had the best camera for everyone. I've been beating everyone. But now tonight, you're looking pretty good. That camera you got there, very, very nice. And your lighting spot on.
Thank you.
Looking spot on, mate. So, hey, that was a great opening song that you chose there, Bert. Very excited about that. What led you to choose that one?
Well, I had a VW bus that I had an 8-track tape player in, and I worked on a farm in South Lebanon, Ohio, and I put the Beatles music in as I was going to work early in the morning. That, like, Here Comes the Sun and things like that.
Absolutely. So there you go, folks. We got some cool songs. I call them cool because they got that feel tonight. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's going to be a really popular show. Hey, we've got a great number. 18 people now watching in the live chat. This is fantastic to start off our show with. And of course, this is going to get bigger and bigger as we go. But tonight, we're talking about Bank of England. Now, Bank of England mortgage. We want to get that absolutely straight. Really important tonight to clarify that. So a reverse mortgage is a loan that must be repaid when the home is no longer the primary residence is sold, or if the property taxes or the insurance are not paid. The borrowers must be 62 years or older, that the home must be maintained to meet FHA standards. Borrowers must continue to pay property taxes, insurance, and property-related fees. Are you impressed, mate? I got all that learned.
Oh, that's pretty good. How big was your cheat sheet?
Mate, I've got 13 screens. I got lots of cheat sheets. Just to say that. Tonight is very important that we give you the precise information, very factual, and make sure that you get everything accurate. We're talking about mortgages. We're talking about money. It's important to get it all right. So that was very important there. I just pointed that out. Now, below the video, in the description, is all Bert's information. He's got a really interesting resume. I thought, should I put that in the description? Let's share it with everybody. Yes. So go and read that afterwards. It's absolutely great reading. And also the things he does, and also all the information about what you're going to hear about tonight. So important. Go and check it out. You can get in contact with Bert through his website, his email, all his information is all below in the description. So after the video's finished and you've stopped watching it live, you can go back tomorrow and watch it again, and you can replay it, and you can go into the description and reach out to Bert and find all about it. So tonight we're talking reverse mortgages. But first of all, Bert, I've got your second song of the night. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
This is going to be good. And don't forget, we can see you behind on this screen. So if you want to be waving your hands about, that's good. Don't do anything like scratching your nose or, playing with your hair, anything like that, because we can see it all from this moment on. You are the star of the show tonight. I'm Media, the train driver, driving this train down the track. Are you ready? So this song is for you. Let's go back over to the studio and let's do another song. This is especially for my mate Bert. I'm so excited tonight. I can't wait to learn about this reverse mortgage stuff. All right, here we go. Okay. So what we got now? We've got the Monkees, I'm a Believer. Here we go. Clap your hands, folks. Come on. I thought love was only fairy tale, hey, meant for someone else but me. I was out to get you, but it seemed disappointed, haunted all my dreams. And I saw her face. I'm a believer, not a trace went out of my mind. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Hi! Love was only true in fairy tales. Oi, oi, oi! Meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get you, that is what it seemed. Disappointed, haunted all my dreams. Sing it to me! When I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace cut out of my mind. Oh, I'm in love, I'm a believer, I can leave her if I tried. Ruben Carrillo, he says yes. Bert Burgett says, who watched the Monkees TV show? Alice, the Monkees. You're all looking good tonight. How are you, folks? All right, come on. I was out to get you. Funny how it seems. Sing along with me tonight. Don't broken heartbreak, I got dreams. Here we go now. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace for out of my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Let's sing those dancing, come on. Here we go. I'm a believer. I'm a believer, 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 I'm a believer. There we go. I was doing a bit of monkeying around there because I thought that was appropriate for the song. Bit of the Monkees, absolutely great, fantastic. I've got to be honest, I've got a bit dizzy doing that. I have to be honest. I got a bit dizzy. Right, let me go and see my mate as we start now getting into the bones of reverse mortgages. Here we go. All right then. I'm back again now with you, my friend. So let me bring him into it again. Really exciting. Me and Rich have got some really exciting stuff coming up with NTI, but we can't talk about it yet. It's a big reveal coming up in the future, but watch that space. Rich is a great guy. Great guy. So that's where I met you, Bert. Through NTI.
Yes, that's right.
That's
yeah, it's great. a great networking organization growing around the United States, and we actually have one in Africa.
I know. Africa. It's the future. Do you know? A lot of people have said that they don't like doing all this Zooming and stuff, and they want to get back to normal. But you know what? Every crisis, every change in the world, everything that happens, there's opportunity. And this is an incredible way to do business because when we network with each other in the local vicinity, we're just talking to the people in our local town or city, what have you. But if you can become an authority on Google and YouTube, you're talking to the world. Your video here, Bert, is going across the world. People all over the world are going to be watching this video and they can search for it. When they go into Google and type in reverse mortgages, you're going to pop up.
Yeah, I can help anyone in the United States, nationwide.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The process is I've got a home and I am looking at a reverse mortgage so I can free up some equity in my home. Your details are below. People can reach out to you. They can contact you. So talk me through the process. Tell me how it works.
Okay. A reverse mortgage is simply a mortgage on a primary residence. It's similar to a traditional mortgage that all of us have, or some of you currently have, except that it doesn't require any payments. It does require that you have enough income to be able to pay your property taxes, homeowners insurance, and general upkeep. But when you take out the funds, either paying off your existing mortgage or just taking funds from equity that you have, then those funds are charged interest every month. So the interest adds to the balance. Now, one of the biggest myths is people say, well, I no longer own my home. And I'll say, well, where did you hear that? And they'll say, well, some friend told me. Well, unfortunately, that friend is misleading them, because it's like a regular mortgage. It's just that instead of making the payments, the interest is added to the balance each month. But the lender never owns the house. It's just a lien on the house, just like a regular mortgage. And then that equity, like let's say you decide to move out of that house, or you just downsize, you go to assisted living, you die, whatever. If you're alive, the equity when you sell the house goes to you. If you have deceased and the house is still there, then the equity goes to the heirs if you have a will, or to the estate if you don't.
See, I don't see.
So it's never the equity never belongs to the lender or the bank, as people say.
Okay, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do it. Then it seems to me to make a lot of sense. I've always said I want to do that. Is there a cutoff? Is there an age, a certain point you have to start it before?
No, it's age 62 is the youngest age, and that's set by HUD. Housing and Urban Development designed the product in 1987, and they've improved it along the way. I have a lot of stories about examples of people that have gotten a reverse mortgage. You know, just a couple wanted to pay off their existing mortgage and have extra cash flow to go visit children and grandchildren around the country and maybe take a trip. You know, I had a 79-year-old that had $1,300 a month in Social Security, and she sat down with her banker and she was telling him that she had to turn down invitations to lunch and, you know, maybe a movie and so forth. And so they came up with a budget of $1,800. So he said, I have a person I trust that could help you with that. And he introduced her to me. And then I helped her. And now she receives $500 a month on the first of every month in her checking account. And she met her $1,800 a month budget.
Absolutely.
But I could go on and on with stories like that.
Yeah, that's great. And we're going to talk more about that. And we're also going to find out more about you when we come back. Got another song coming up. Let me just go to the live chat. If you've just joined here, folks, let me just remind you, if you've just joined us, please click on the subscribe button. So important. And ring the notification bell. See that there? Bing, 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 bing. If you click on that, you'll be notified of when we go live and all the great stuff. But also, more importantly, you can chat live in the chat box, and I want you to do that because I want you to have a little chat with all our guests. We've got some great people that come here. All my fans and friends come onto my channel, great guests, and of course you can talk directly with my guests. If you have a question, you can do that all in the live chat, but to do that you need to be subscribed. That's so important. All right, let me have a look at the let me have a look at the chat, see what people are saying there in the live chat. Alice, Steve Reed, haha, that's funny. Steve Reed said, I haven't thought about the monkey since the last time I thought about them. That's funny. I'll give you that one, Steve. That is actually quite funny. Ruben, ring that bell, Rosemary. Ruben Carrillo, he's great. He's 77 years old, and you wouldn't know it. You'd think he was 27. He was on the show. He's one of your mates, isn't he, Bert? Ruben, he's brilliant. He was on the show a short while ago. We had a birthday party and he was amazing. He's got a great business. He's here tonight. Barbara Sanders, she's one of my friends and a great business as well. Lovely Barbara Sanders. She does that Tupperware thing. You want to check her out? I watched the Monkees and I remember Davy Jones, Ruben Carrillo, Ring That Bell. Right, let's talk about ringing bells. Let's go back over to the studio and do some songs that specially requested by Bert. When we come back, I want to find out, Bert, who is Bert? Who is the man? I was reading through your resume today. You're a really interesting bloke. You have a lot to say, mate, and I want to know all about you and your family and all that, because you've got all your family watching you tonight, and I'd like to know where they are around the country, if not around the world. So that'll be great. So I'm going to go back to the studio, and we've got more requests. All the music tonight is from Bert, so let's go back over there right now. All right. Now, this one is especially for Bert. I love this song. This is from the collection of Kenny Rogers. You remember Kenny Rogers? He only sadly passed away a short while ago, a few weeks ago. And this is one of my favourite songs. And it's every singer-songwriter's favourite song because it tells the life of a musician. So thank you, Bert, for this request. This is She Believes in Me. Bit of Kenny Rogers right now. And here we go. While she lays sleeping, I stay out late at night and play my songs. And sometimes the nights can be so long, and it's good when I finally make it home on my own. While she lays dreaming, try to get undressed without light, and quietly she says, how was your night? And I come to her and say, it's been alright, and I hold her tight. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has found me, and so I go on trying ever badly. Who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I'll find a way, while she lays waiting. Stumble to the kitchen for a bite. I see my guitar in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend that has no end. While she lays crying, I fumble with a melody or two. I'm torn between the things that I should go and do. And then she says, wake her up when I'm through. Gotta love is true. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little song. I was wrong, and she has abandoned me, and so I go on trying ever badly. Who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song believes in me. Yeah, she believes in me. There we go. She Believes in Me, of course. Kenny Rogers. A beautiful song. What a great request that was. Well, tonight, all these songs are brought to you by my mate, Bert Burgett. If you want to support the channel is funded. All this studio is funded by your donations. You see in the chat, right at the bottom of the chat, there is a little dollar sign. And you can click on that dollar and you can make a donation to the channel, just $1, and you then get a commercial in the chat. If you're a business and you want to highlight your comment in the live chat, click on that, try it out. You were the first person to try it, only arrived on the channel about 2 hours ago. So it's a brand new feature. So if you want to leave me a tip for a song, you simply click on the dollar sign, but you get a commercial because it puts a big logo of yours right in the chat and it stays there and you can highlight it to the top. I bet my mate Ruben Carrillo is going to do it, be the first person to do it. I want to see someone do it. It'd be so cool. And that comes directly to me and supports the channel, but gives you a free commercial right there in the live chat. All right, let's go back over to my guest now, because now I want to know who Bert is, where he comes from. And tonight, we're joined by so many of his family and friends. David Burgett, Kenny Rogers. David Burgett, good, just returned from Daytona this weekend. Jenny, looking forward to hearing you. Alice, beautiful Martyn, thank you so much. Alice is from England. Thank you so much for joining us. Bert said, David, how are things in Melbourne, Florida? I thought with Melbourne, Australia for a minute there. Melbourne, Florida. Rich DeForest, right on, Bert. Hi, Rich. Thanks for joining. See you on Friday. Absolutely over there on NTI. Wonderful stuff. All right, let me get back now over to Bert in the green room, and let's learn a bit more about Bert the man and see where he comes from. And I'd love to know more about Bert's family, okay? All right. Coming back to you now, Bert, over here in the green room. So I'm going to bring you in just a couple of seconds. I'm going to unmute you now. So if you could turn down your volume over there on YouTube, I'm going to unmute you in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, Bert, let's bring him in. Give him a big virtual round of applause and welcome back. Bert, my mate. How are you, Bert?
I'm doing great, Martyn. That was a wonderful song. Good job.
Hey, you're giving me some great requests tonight, mate. This is just like a perk for me, doing all these songs. Absolutely great. So, Bert, I can see in the chat tonight, we've got a great crowd. This is wonderful. People chatting along. We've got 20 people now chatting along, which tells me that will be 1,000 views within a couple of days from this video, if we've already got 20 in the live chat. Tell me, Bert, I can see we've got members of the family. Who's Dave? Who's Dave? Is that your son?
David, that's my brother, 2 years younger. He's down in Melbourne, Florida.
How is he? What's he up to these days? What's he doing?
Oh, he's probably doing investments and wishing it was dancing. I don't know. Maybe he could tell us I don't know. With all the COVID, I don't know if he's been able to go dancing much.
Hey, if you want to send him the Zoom link, and you want to bring him into your show, just feel free. You can send him the Zoom link and it'll pop up in the chat. I don't mind if you want to bring him on the screen, or any member of your family, if you want to bring in, you don't have to, it's your show, but if you want to bring any of your members of family in, feel free to send them the Zoom link and they can pop up here and say hello and be on the film. They'll be as famous as you by the end of the week. So who else we got? We got David. Did I see somebody else with Burgett as after their name? I think I did, didn't I?
Yeah, 2 of my children are on. My oldest son, Brad, and my daughter, Jenny.
Hiya, Brad. Hiya, Jenny. How are you?
Oldest and youngest, yeah.
And where are they tonight?
Well, they're both in Knoxville. All my children live in Knoxville, about within 5 miles of me. and Brad turned 40 this year, so I got a 40-year-old. And
Are you planning to, or have you already remortgaged your house? Or is that not? Are you planning to remortgage your reverse mortgage your house, or is it not for you? Or
I just haven't yet, but you never know. I might do that at some point. I have some people think it's only for people in difficult circumstances. Well, I've had homes from 100,000 to 3.75 million. And right in Knoxville, I've had homes of 500,000, 700,000, $1 million.
But does it?
$1 million they were worth. and they got reverse mortgages because in a couple of cases, the men said, well, my wife could take care of this home as long as she lives and wouldn't have any problem paying the expenses on the big home. Unless I got dementia and I had to be put into a memory care facility at $7,000 a month, then we'd run into a difficulty. So they just got a large credit line. The one guy's house was worth about $800,000 at the time, and he got a credit line of $313,000, just in case. He has no balance, not accruing any interest.
But doesn't it make sense? I mean, if you're living in your house and you've got no intention of moving out, and you think, I can reverse mortgage it, I can live it to the day I die without any more bills. Now, obviously, you got to pay property taxes and all those things. But you get you get extra money. You're happy then for the house to be passed on. I think it's a great idea. I'm definitely going to do it.
Yeah. So in those cases of the big homes, they don't have a balance right now, so there's no mortgage per se. They just have a growing credit line in case they need it in the future. But if there is a balance and a child wanted to take the house for themselves, then they just have to get their own mortgage and pay off the existing balance.
Makes sense.
And take ownership.
Hey, Bert, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been involved in this?
Just over 3.5 years.
Okay. Bank of England Mortgage, where's it based?
That's in Little Rock, Arkansas. And it's the reason it's Bank of England is
I'd love to know that. I want to know that.
It's owned by the Bank of England in England, Arkansas. And you see there the year that it was started, 1898. And they bought a mortgage company about 15, 16 years ago, and they set that up, 30 miles away or whatever in Little Rock. And it's owned by the Canada family. So it's a family-owned business. Now, we have about 1,200 people in the mortgage company, and then they have the little bank in England, Arkansas.
So tell me, Bert, this is important, all right? I already know you. I already know of you. I know people that talk highly of you. So, I would have no question if I was reverse mortgaging the property here that I live here in Texas, you'd be the man I'd call without a shadow of a doubt. But tell the listeners watching this now, because over the next few weeks and months and years, people will go back and they will watch this video and they're learning about reverse mortgages. There's lots of different ways you could do it. I'd imagine there's lots of companies, lots of representatives. Tell them in just a few words, I'm going to make you full screen now. You're talking directly to someone in a month from now who's going to be sat on their sofa thinking about reverse mortgaging their house, and they're going to Google this and they're going to find this, and you're going to be talking to them why you're the man. I know why you're the man. I trust you, and I love you to bits. But tell me, to the person down the camera lens now, why they should come to you, Bert, to take care of their reverse mortgage.
Well, I go the extra mile for my customers. I make sure they understand everything about the product and the process. I give them a lot of information about every step of the way. And I give them the best deal that I possibly can. I work with 5 different lenders, and my goal is just to help seniors have an easier and more stress-free life as far as their finances. So I'm going to just do the best job of any person you could meet, and just be the person that's your friend to help you through whatever concern you have.
And let me tell you, folks, take it from me, I only have people on my show that I have heard good things about. I've got an army of people queuing up to come on the chat show. I'm very picky who comes on the show. I don't want Tom, Dick and Harry coming on here on the Martyn Lucas show saying, do this, do that, brilliant, when I don't believe in it myself. People have talked highly about you, Bert. I've talked to you in the NTI chats. We got Rich DeForest tonight, the owner of NTI. We got a celebrity in the house tonight. And he's with us, and he's just put in the chat, equity in a home is called deed equity. For good reason. People need to use that equity when appropriate. Reverse mortgages make a lot of financial sense for the right people. So a lot of people talk very highly of you and know you. So I want people to know that, I'm endorsing this tonight. I think Bert is a great bloke. And, at the end of the day, you're talking about your home. You're talking about your future. You're talking about money. You want someone who'll do a good job, who you can trust, and who's a damn decent bloke. And anyone who's got a company called, or involved with a company called Bank of England's got to be good. Got to be good for me. But,
it's really appropriate.
It absolutely is, which always confuses me about Americans. They were very quick to get rid of the king and England and all the rest of it, but they keep all the good bits like Bank of England and all that kind of. I see places all over America with English names that have gone back thousands and thousands of years. In fact, my village in England is 2,000 years old, where I come from, and it's wonderful but funny to see that Americans use all these lovely old names, even though they wanted to get rid of the king and all the rest of it. So that always makes me smile. We love it. In England, we say America was a good idea. It just got out of control. That's what we say about America. and every year when you celebrate the July the 4th, we call it Traitors' Day. Slightly different. Slightly different day than you celebrate. Let me have a look. Sorry.
Someday you're going to have to. We're going to have to go to England. Beth and I will come to England and visit the area that you grew up in.
I would love you to come.
And maybe you can be our tour guide.
Absolutely. I would absolutely love it, Bert. I'm down in Cornwall, southwest England. That's the home of the Saxons and the Celts. That's the ancient part of England. It used to be its own country, like Texas used to be its own country in America. Cornwall's where King Arthur comes from, the Round Table, the Holy Grail, all of that, steeped in history. My house is right down there by Tintagel, the home of Camelot Castle. So it's a lot older than most of the houses that you would probably have to do reverse mortgages on.
Yeah, I've been to like Brussels and some of the small cities in Belgium and the Netherlands and Eindhoven. But I've not been to Great Britain.
No, well, it's about time you did, mate. It's about time you did, because Amsterdam, Netherlands, you just talked about, used to be called Holland. Love it over there. I do a piano bar. I have a piano bar there in Amsterdam, Maxim's Piano Bar. I love playing there, and wonderful people. But yeah, Europe's got all kinds of different cultures and so on. But we're talking about old. We're talking about the long and winding road, which leads me lovely onto your next request. We've got some Beatles now. I love singing this song. I love the string line that comes in. So this is, I'm going to play this now for Bert. Up to now, Bert, we've had a good life, right? We've done all sorts. We've travelled around. I've been to 195 countries, so I've got a lot of stories. Every time I sing this song, it always makes me think about the long and winding road that I've been on. So I'm going to sing that for you, and then we're going to come back with my special guest, Bert Burgett from the Bank of England Mortgage Company. Okay, let me move to the other part of the studio, and let's do this wonderful request for my mate Bert. Here we go. I'm going to mute you this time because I keep forgetting to mute you. There we go. Now you can sing along and it won't come over the top. All right. Okay, here's the special request for my mate Bert, and he asked for Paul McCartney, the Beatles, and the long and winding road. Here we go. The long and winding road. There we go. That song always nearly makes me cry. I absolutely love that. It has been a long and winding road. I ended up traveling 195 countries, and now I'm back. I traveled, I toured here, but now I live here in the United States of America. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm so happy to be here as well. Bert Burgett, at 74, the credit limit is about 60%. I'm reading all the comments. Martyn's talent amazes me. Rosemary Bell is coming up on the show. Is it tomorrow night, Rosemary? Is it tomorrow night? Let me know in the chat. I think Rosemary Bell is in the chat tomorrow night. I think it's tomorrow night, or it might be the night after. Just remind me, Rosemary. We can advertise that to everybody here. Hello, Beth. I thought you would. Beth Graham, I agree with that. Bert is one of a kind type of a guy. He is. He's a great guy. He's great. I wouldn't have him on the show if he wasn't. Good picture, Jenny. Helping seniors is very cool. Absolutely. Ruben Carrillo, rock and roll, Ruben. Are we still celebrating your 77th birthday? Dave Burgett, what is the max LTV? What is the max LTV? Maybe someone could answer that question. I would like to know what the max LTV is. David Burgett's asking that question. Ruben says, hi, Rich. Great that we got Rich DeForest in tonight. Got to go and check out NTI. It's the future, everybody. It's the way we're all going to be communicating with online networking and coming onto my show. And this is what it's all about. So check NTI out. Yes, Rosemary. Thursday night. Absolutely. Ruben Carrillo. Look, he's there. He's a legend. I love Ruben. Ruben sells all kind of health products. I think Ruben is ace. I want to know more about Ruben. Even though we had in for 3 hours the other night. He's just a great guy. All right. Yes, Rosemary, it's on Thursday. Right. Let me get back to my very good mate, Bert Burgett, in the room, in the chat room. And we got one final song to close the show up. And this is going to be a special one. All right. All right then, Bert. I'm back with you now. Let me bring you back in again. Let me bring you in. I'm going to unmute you, Bert. So if you wouldn't mind now in turning down your YouTube. There we go. You're unmuted. And let's bring him into the call. There he is. The long and winding road, Bert.
Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful life.
It is.
I've been in a lot of professions, different jobs, and had some really wonderful people that I worked with and companies, and it's just been quite a ride.
Do you know, mate? That's what life's about. It's a journey. It's not about the destination. Oh. It's about the journey, and I say it, and I'll say it again tonight. I've performed in 195 countries. It's why I'm the world piano man, and America is very special. It's very unique, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what the American dream is, because I lived it. I experienced it. I came to America 3 years ago with no green card. I came here because I met Leah on a cruise ship. She lives in McKinney, Texas. And I met her on a cruise ship when I was singing. And I decided we wanted to get married. So I decided to come to America. So I arrived here 48 years old, I think it was. 48? Yeah, I'm 51 now. Yeah, she's going to tell me off. I can't remember how many years I've been married. Anyway, about 48, no green card, no social, didn't know anyone other than Leah, didn't know how to get a job, couldn't even get a job. Couldn't work here, wasn't allowed to, couldn't drive a car. All the things I'd had all my life normal, couldn't do any of it. I started at zero credit score, zero job, zero nothing. I had zero. And I built quite a substantial business. I built all this studio and all this. And you know the secret of it? Anything is possible in America. Anything. The only obstacle is you. You are the only obstacle to success. Because the opportunities that lie here in America, you welcome everyone. If everyone has a positive attitude, everyone cares about someone, if the person cares about other people, the community embrace you, and everyone is hungry to give you the opportunity to grow. Everyone looks at you and thinks, how can this benefit me? How can I grow and be involved with this business? And whatever you want to do in America, if you come with your attitude to serving others, you can't help but succeed. I've never in my life seen anything like it. I couldn't have grown a business this fast and had this much success this quick in any other country. And I know because I've toured them all. So the American dream is anything is possible if you get out there and you care about others. And that's why I wanted you on the show tonight, because everyone says that Bert cares about other people. He likes helping people. And that's how you're a success, my friend.
Well, thank you, Martyn. Yeah, my girlfriend's on tonight, Beth.
I know, which leads me on, which going to lead me on to the final song. It's just, it's wait. I nearly said the title of the song there, because so your girlfriend now, where is she?
She's in Bristol, Tennessee.
So you done it.
It's 2 hours away. Yeah, Bristol. How about that?
I know you've done it again. You've stolen a word from England. Bristol is about 2 hours from me. where I live in Cornwall, a city called Bristol. It's where years ago, I believe it's where there was a lot of slave trade between Bristol and America. That was kind of the gateway because it's a river up to the city. So it's quite a famous city. So you've done it again. Look, you've chosen another English word to name a town. So she's 2 hours away from you. That's nothing. Leah was 5,000 miles away from me, and we managed to make it work. So I'm sure you're going to be all right with that. How long has she been your girlfriend, mate?
Oh, well, we've started dating in 2013.
Blimey, what's that? That's 7 years. What you hanging around for? They say as people
there's a long story there, but anyway.
They say people when they get older haven't got time to mess around. What the blooming hell's going on, mate? 7 years. When's she going to move in? When you're 110? What's going on?
No, well, you'll have to ask her.
yeah. Maybe it's her. Maybe you've asked her. I don't know the backstory of this. Maybe she's thinking, no, I don't want to move in. I like my independence.
She wants to work a little while longer where she's working, and then hopefully we'll get together. What
does she do?
She works at the VA hospital.
There you go. Oh, she a nurse?
No, she works in an office type job, but she's a heck of a worker. I tell you, you wouldn't see anybody work like Beth does. I mean, not even me. She's like a machine worker.
So yeah. Is she on here? I'm looking for the chat.
She's on there somewhere. Hopefully she's still on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check. Beth Graham, is that her?
Yes.
There you go, Beth. Beth, we're giving you a shout out now. This next song. So I'm gonna put you on the spot here. You've been dating Beth for 7 years, but she hasn't moved in yet. So I've got to be careful what I say here. Do you love her?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's good. So this song then is definitely to you, Beth. In a few moments' time, we're going to wrap up the show, and I'm going to sing this song directly to you because Bert requested it, and you just heard him say to the world he loves you. So it's about time you got in your car, drove up to wherever he lives, and move on in because I don't know what's going on with you. 7 years. You're like teenagers dating. What's going on? All right, fantastic. Let me go back to the chat. David Burgett, AGU. I've no idea what that means. You have to explain what that means. Ruben Carrillo.
Yeah, I know what that means.
You know what it means. There's some secret chat going on in here. Secret chat going on. Rosemary, she's coming on the show Thursday, folks. Rosemary Bell is another one of your mates, another one of my friends from NTI, and she'll be with us on Thursday when we're talking health products. So, hey, stick in the post some nice drinks for me to have, some health drinks. When Ruben Carrillo came on the other day, he was sending me nice sweets. I need some more of them sweets, Ruben, those blackberry sweets. Give me all the energy. So you can't give me any freebies, can you, Bert? You can't give me a mortgage or a free house. I mean, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I know. I can't offer you anything.
No.
I can't pay for a referral or anything like that. That would be against the rules.
See, it's no good. People said to me, if I'm going to be a chat show host, people would come on and send me stuff. I've had a few nice things. I got some things today dropped off outside in the mailbox, some nice sweets and stuff like that. So I need some people come on my show who have nice stuff to give to me, like a new jacket. If anybody wants to talk about tailoring, send me a jacket. That'd be good. But Bert has been great, but Bert isn't going to give me a free loan. He's not going to give me a free house. So
I could always buy something from Ruben and then send it to you.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So tonight you've learned about reverse mortgages. You've learned about the man. You know who he is. You've met his family. You know he's in love with the lovely Beth down there, 2 hours down the road. You know all about that. In the description below, you can then find out how to make contact with Bert. So if you think reverse mortgages is right for you, and you've heard all about it tonight, reach out to him. All right, there's probably 1 million people you could Google tonight and find out about reverse mortgages, but you've just been talking directly and you've been watching this, whether you're watching it today, tomorrow, in the future, 5 years from now, you know all about Bert and you know all about reverse mortgages. Further information is in his website, so go and check that out. Yes, Bert?
I was going to say, it wouldn't necessarily have to be someone watching. They might know a senior that would enjoy having extra cash each month. Or
Absolutely.
that they might have a large expense for their home. You know, they need a new roof, a new heating and air conditioning system, or they just want to plan to have that availability in case they do in the future.
We all know someone who needs more money. And it's probably, you know, that ain't no problem. So your market is pretty big. I wouldn't worry about it. So check out Bert. All his information is below in the description. What we'd love you to do, you've all been chatting during the live shows. You're all in the live chat. You're not in the comments box. But to really help blow up Bert's video, it's so important for the algorithms. All about algorithms these days, isn't it? All about the secret robots. You need to come back tomorrow and go into the chat. Go into the comments below. It's below the video. Scroll down underneath the video and leave some comments in there for him and communicate with him. It's so important that we get some engagement in the video afterwards as well as during the show. And don't forget, guys, this video will be on the channel forever. You can share the link. You can stick it on a website. You can embed it into a website. You can do what you like, and you can constantly help out my mate Bert. Absolutely brilliant. You've been a great guest tonight, mate. Been a real pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really appreciative of everyone that's joined the show, and just my brother and 2 children and my girlfriend and just a lot of friends, you know, like Steve and Rosemary.
Oh, yeah, Steve
and Rich.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've got everybody here tonight. A lot of great people from NTI. The man himself who owns the flipping thing, the outright owner, Rich DeForest, he's here. Did you see in the chat a minute ago? He said, "Shh, can't tell no one. We got this big thing about to happen. The whole world knows about there's something big about to happen, but no one knows what it is." And I'm getting really frustrated, can't telling anybody, because I want to tell everybody. But it's going to be great. So that's coming up very shortly with NTI. It's going to be great. NTI, check it out.
I do the new member orientation sessions for NTI.
Oh, do you? You're the man for that, are you?
Yeah, twice a month. Yeah. If you join Networking Today International, you can sign up for one of my orientation sessions. Well, I'll teach you all about it.
I'm a member, but I've never had that orientation. Maybe I should come to your show and be in your classroom for the day.
Yeah, it's actually Wednesday morning coming up.
Wednesday morning. Well, post the link in the comments tomorrow. So there'll be a permanent link in there and people can come on, click on it. Here's Steve Reed. Steve Reed's just popped in. He had a great show the other day. He's a brilliant bloke, Steve Reed is. He's just popped in. I love Steve Reed. He does all sorts. He doesn't just do the thing you're thinking about the Ziegler Choose to Win coach. He's also a performer. He does this thing with Jesus' half brother James, and he's a great bloke, great mate of mine, and he's I love him to bits. And it's great to see him here tonight, supported you. So that's wonderful. Bert, you've been great tonight. Been a lot of fun having you on the show. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to get all romantic. We are going to send out a song to your lovely, and he said wife then, lovely girlfriend, Beth. And it's a bit of Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are. He loves you just the way you are. So, Beth, I want you to come now nice and close to the screen, turn up the sound. I want to see some comments coming in. Oh, she's just gone hello. There you go. Hello in the chat. I want you to comment now and tell the lovely Bert how much you love him, because I'm now going to sing this song. And all my members in the chat right now, what I want you to do, you see underneath the chat, there's like the smiley faces. You can click on smiles and thumbs up and hearts. That's really good for the algorithm of Bert's channel as well, Bert's video. So I want to see this is all going to go out now to Bert and Beth. I want to see thousands of hearts, loves, thumbs up and likes going in the live chat as I sing this song, all right? And by the end of the song, I want to see thousands of loves and likes and hearts and all the rest of it, all right? If not, there's going to be hell up, and I'm going to come back on here and tell everybody off, all right? So you've got a job to do now, folks, in the next 3 minutes. Yes, David, hope to see you, and Heidi also. So I'm going to sing this song, come back and wrap up the show with my mate Bert. Okay, let's go back over to the studio and do Bert's special request. This is Just the Way You Are, and it's by Billy Joel, especially for Beth and Bert on his big night on the Martyn Lucas Show. Here we go. Here we go, just the way you are. Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before, Lola. Don't imagine you're too familiar. I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far, Beth. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. Beth, I'll love you just the way you are. Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Whoa, don't imagine you're too familiar. I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in time of trouble. I never could have come this far, Lola. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I love you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. Oh, you always have my unspoken passion. Though I might not seem to care. Oh, I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. Oh, I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. What will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, and that's forever. This I promise from the heart. Oh, Beth, now I could not love you, oh yes, any better. I love you just the way you just the way you are. from my mate Bert Burgett. Wonderful stuff. There we go. Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. Time to now close up the show and go and see my mate for the final time. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Barbara, for all the hearts and the bears and the smiley faces. Beth Graham said, beautiful song. Rosemary Bell, I met Beth on a phone call when she started taking Relive. And she is a really sweet person. Lucky Bert. Steve Reed said, loved Billy Joel back in my college days. Absolutely. I still love him now. He's great. Love a bit of Billy Joel. We could be on all night just doing Billy Joel songs. You can go onto my playlist afterwards and listen to all my playlist of Billy Joel songs. Right, let me go back now and visit my mate one final time, Mr. Bert Burgett. All right, coming back over to you now, Bert. Going to unmute you. Is the volume turned down? I hope it is. All right, going to bring you back now into our Zoom call. And just, here we go. All right, one final time, everybody. Let's hear it. Let's have some love. Mr. Bert Burgett, he's been on the show tonight. You all right, Bert?
I'm excellent. That's a wonderful show. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, mate, do you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure. And the way the show is growing, it's getting bigger and bigger, and we've got some great names coming on. You've been a great guest. As I say, I'm very, very picky. I want good people on my show. It's very important because people can unsubscribe to my channel if they don't enjoy the music and the feel of the show. So it's so important I get good people. So you are an absolute pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
I have. I have to say one little thing because, we're under bank regulations and so forth. I have to do a little disclaimer, either have you say it or me. So I'll just do it.
Absolutely. Fire away,
and
man.
That is, I have to remind everybody that a reverse mortgage loan has to be repaid when the borrower is no longer having that residence as their primary residence. Or if they move out for some reason or die, then that's when the loan is repaid. And it has to be FHA standards. Bank of England Mortgage is a division of Bank of England, NMLS 418481, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Thank you.
Absolutely right. It's so important to get all these things right. We're dealing with mortgages and money, serious stuff. So we have to put the serious stuff in there. So important. Thank you ever so much, everybody who tuned in tonight. Of course, join us on Thursday night. We have the lovely Rosemary Bell on her chat show. We got some big shows coming up. We got the McKinney Clinic, the community clinic here in McKinney, my town, here in Texas. We're raising money for the hospital, for those nurses. They need a lot of stuff right now. They've had all sorts of issues, and we're having a fundraising night. We've already raised over $21,000 on this show for the for the nurses and the McKinney Clinic. That's coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Check it out on the show. All my events are in the upcoming live streams. We've got a fundraiser for disabled children, homeless children down in Dallas, Vogel Alcove. We're going to be joined by some of the Mavericks in Mark Cuban's NBA team. We're going to have Bon Jovi sending me his guitar, so we're going to have some fun with that. I'm really excited and trying to get him in to come in the studio. But you never know. It's going to be great. So please do tomorrow go back and watch Bert's video again. Share it. Send it on to all your social media. We're trying to blow up this channel. It's not the Martyn Lucas channel. I'm merely the train driver driving this train down the road. And it's all because of the great guests like Bert, the music that we share, the people that watch it, and all of you, my fans and friends who join in night after night. We've now had over 2 million minutes of watch time in the last 3.5-4 months. It's incredible. We got recognized today as we're now a monetized channel. Thank you so much, YouTube, for recognizing the channel. We're now monetized. Brilliant. And thank you very much indeed, Bert. You've been a great guest. Check out all these details below in the description. Until next time, I've had the request to take us out with some Frank Sinatra. So all it leaves me to say now is thank you for joining us, Bert. God bless America. God Save the Queen, and I'm going to take you out now with the voice and my sound of Frank Sinatra. Until next time, see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.